Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Director of Football Sabotage with Livorno. So in today's episode we are going to face the opening game of our Champions League group stage for this season, and we'll have a look at some of the fixtures we've played, and the draw has already been done. So the draw has already been completed. As we are top seed, we are tending to get better draws than we did a couple of seasons ago, so I didn't feel like it was necessary to do the group stage draw. We did end up getting Sparta Prague, Benfica and Spartak Moscow. We always seem to get Spartak. But Benfica are obviously probably the best side that we're going to face, and they will be the opening game of our Champions League group stage today. They have some very, very talented players. The likes of Renato Sanchez has really blossomed on this game. Roberto Melajaro, whatever his name is listed as their key player. He is somebody I was interested in. If we ever had £46.5 million just laying about, I might have ended up going for him myself. But the likes of Renato Sanchez, really, really talented midfielder. 31 years old now, but still at his prime, really, in terms of his attributes. And they actually signed our old boy, Alexander Madsen, who only joined PSG in the January transfer window of last season, only made 5 appearances after the £18.5 million transfer, and he's now joined Benfica for 12.25. So the highly likely is that we are going to be facing one of our old boys in today's game. In terms of the fixtures that you've missed since the last time we met, the first one was against Torino, where we won 5-1 away from home. Kyle Wright, Ralovic, Altener, Punt and an Loris Karius own goal secured the victory. At home we faced Sampdoria in the next game and won this one 3-0, a double from Ponce and one from Ventroni. And finally we went away from home against Crotone and won 4-0. Ponce, a double from Ralovic and Solossi on the score sheet this time. So we've had an incredible start to the league season. 4 wins out of 4, plus 16 goal difference, 12 points, absolutely fantastic. Palermo are the only side to match our record, and they might be the main contenders this season. They smashed Inter Milan 8-0. Now, Inter Milan weren't down to 10 men, they didn't get anybody sent off. I don't think it looks like they went down to 10 men through injury or anything like that. So they just got beat 8-0. Absolutely unbelievable result, and we'll have to keep an eye out on them. So, this is how we're going to line up for today's game against Benfica. Plizzari will of course start in goal. Zango, Saavedra at centre-back. Ventroni and Vasilev as our wing-backs. Patrick, Wright and Pizzulo in the centre. Weber is going to be our attacking midfielder as Cesar Altener is out for a further 2 to 4 weeks. I think it was a 6 to 7 week injury initially, so he has missed a few games. Ralovic and Ponce will lead the line. So they come at us with a 4-2-3-1. Alexander Madsen does start the game, so we'll have to keep an eye out. And we kick off away from home in this first game, which I don't mind too much. So if we do happen to have a poor result against them in this game, we have the home tie to bounce back of. But I am expecting at least a point in today's game. We have started the season fantastically. We have some fantastic players, particularly in the attacking areas. And although Benfica have a decent side, you know, I would still expect us to at least get a draw. The opening 20 minutes or so are encouraging going by the match stats, but we still haven't had a highlight. Highlight now, it's another corner for Benfica. Kel gets his head on it this time, and they look dangerous from set pieces. Patrick has picked up a knock, so he will be getting replaced as soon as possible. Solossi will come on and will put Pezzulo in that defensive midfielder role and put Solossi in the centre. And now we go half time 0-0. Really disappointing game so far. We do look like we're dominating on stats, but the two highlights have both come from corners for Benfica. As I said, a draw would do me, but I want to win. Another highlight, and this time we've pinched the ball just inside our own half, and Solossi sprays it to Vasilev on this left hand side. He cuts in and he finds Ralovic in the box, and Ralovic, was that offside? It wasn't. Is it going to VAR? I don't think it is, and we go in 1-0 up 46 minutes in. Some great work by Vasilev. I thought it was really strange how he didn't go there. He went inside. Great pass to find Ralovic, and he puts it top bins. There's no keeper saving that on the game. And we finally go 1-0 up. I am going to go to a balanced approach now. I do think Benfica have the quality to be able to punish us on the break, so I want us to sit a little bit deeper and not take the game to them too much. 25 minutes to go will make a further change. We're going to get Petarada on for Zango. Zango seems to really lose his conditioning quite quick in these games, and I'd rather try and keep him fresh for games in the future, you know. Another highlight, Alexander Madsen with the throw in high up the pitch for Benfica. Falls to Dantas. Oh my God, what is our defence doing now? We're going to go attacking for the final 15 or so. But that cross-in should not have made it to the guy at the back post. We'll take a look at it in 3D here to find out exactly what happened. Dantas with the cross-in. Oh my God, who was that? Who was it? Saavedra. He might be a pain in the arse, actually, this season. Every single training report that comes through, he is the worst performer in terms of training, and he never responds to any criticism whatsoever, so we'll have to keep an eye out on that. There's probably a reason why Man United let us have him on loan on a free in terms of his monthly fee, but it looks like we're going to end up with a draw in our opening game of the Champions League. It's not too bad. Benfica are the best side in this division that we're going to face in the group stage, and to get a draw away from home, well, I'm not happy with it, but it will have to do. So that was a disappointing result away to Benfica, but we'll just have to take a quick look at who's been performing well in the early part of the season. Altenaer was playing absolutely fantastically before he picked up his injury, so I'm hoping it doesn't hamper his form too much when he does get back into the squad. Ralovic and Ponce are obviously having great seasons, as you can guess they were going to. Vasilev started incredibly well with 6 assists in 5 games already. Saavedra, although he's poor in training, he is performing on the pitch when it matters. Ventroni's playing great. Basically, anyone in the first 11, because of the sort of goal scoring we've had so far this season, has been getting really high ratings, so I'm glad about that. Some other little bits and bobs I'll quickly catch you up on. We are still building the new stadium. It is to be completed for next season, so hopefully we'll be playing in a brand new stadium and getting all the financial benefits that will bring. It is increasing our capacity by about 10,000, I do believe. Our youth facilities are being improved as well. So looking forward to the next episode. It will be against Spartak Moscow in the Champions League, and then we'll play Sparta Prague in the final group game, the game in the final group stage. We probably should have qualified by then, you would imagine. We've got Sparta Prague and Sparta Moscow twice, and obviously Benfica still play once at home, so hopefully we can cruise through it. Anyway, if you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, and if you are enjoying my content, get yourself subscribed. But until next time, take it easy.